Welcome to Advantage Day Trading. Mr. Advantage here. It is June 27th. Here's a look at my progress from yesterday. Day one was yesterday of this, I call it $1 million challenge. Eventually I plan to get to $1 million, starting very small, level one. And I trade based on a point system. Yesterday I made 107 points, which is roughly $53 in profit. Each point is worth 50 cents. My daily goal is 100 points. Max loss is 100 points. And my expected daily average is 50 points per day. I'm risking about 16 points per trade. And that is a breakdown of that. So let's go take a look this morning at what's gapping up. Here are the gap scanners. And let me check. Always have to confirm that the live stream has actually started. Alrighty, we're good to go. So on this morning of the 27th, we have a gapper here that is up 88%. It is BSFC. BSFC Blue Star Food shares are trading higher after the company announced its 2024 revenue guidance forecast. So this one right now is probably the most watched, I'm assuming. It's got the cleanest price action, trading above the volume weighted average price. And on that daily time frame, we're coming up to this resistance up here. Got a couple of levels to get over there. And beyond that, and we're looking at resistance up in the $4 range, and then up to 762. Who knows if we'll make it that high. This one did have a big gap up day back on the 20th and has just sold off since then. So time will tell if that's going to be the case today. We are getting rather extended, so this one may end up needing to consolidate to start the day. I don't know. We'll see. Cassie is our next leading gapper. And this one, it's gapping up 34%. I wasn't crazy about the amount of pullback that we're seeing here. This is the hourly time frame, and we opened, we made a move up to 618-ish and sold off, and then tried to bounce again, and now selling off some more. So I don't know on this one if there is going to be any kind of trades in the bullish direction, but I do have it on my watch list on my trading windows just in case. And then KALA is a third leading gapper. This one, oh, by the way, I think Cassie did have news. I see some news on it. I think it's a pharmaceutical company. Their investigational new drug application. Okay. Kala, K-A-L-A. So this one, gapping up 27%, consolidation mode right now. Very small candles. Light on the volume. And this one apparently has some news on it. It's a purchase agreement, so maybe I'll keep an eye on this. I'll put it on my trading windows. GOVX, this one here, had some pretty gnarly price action yesterday. I think we opened with, I thought, which one am I? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of MLGO. GOVX, no news on it. Pretty light on the volume. Larger time frames here. I mean, it might be a daily setup. We're looking for a daily higher low. This one's pretty beat up. So we got the moving average up overhead up here. The 200 moving average. On the hourly time frame, pulled back to this support level. This was resistance. We broke through it. Now we're finding support. Kind of a bull flag looking thing here. Triangle, if you would have it. Yeah, there may be something here. I don't know. All right, VIGL. I'm getting into territory here now where it's like, I don't know. And this one, you know, we pulled back so far here. Yeah, probably not. Just because of that. I mean, it's got some news on it, but I'm probably not too interested in that. Fun. I looked at this earlier, and you know, it's also pulled back quite a ways after it made a nice move up. But this one made some moves in the beginning of the year. But right now, I don't know. And I don't see any news on it either. So I think I'll just leave that alone. The rest of these, I kind of looked through them. Not that great. MLGO, this one, it's had some nice days. Yesterday, this is the one that had some gnarly price action on it. So I'm a little concerned about trading it first thing. But, you know, it halted down a couple of times here before finally finding some support. And now is moving back up. Hourly time frame. So you see that triple top yesterday, and now we're getting over that. That's good news. Good to see. So I am going to have that up here on my trading window. I'll be watching it just to see if we can hold that, if we can get up to 2152, that high of day from a couple days ago. Okay, we have about 7 minutes till the market opens. There are also a couple of cheaper penny stocks here. FFIE, it's in the 63-cent range. Maybe that one might do something. It's got news on it as well. And then NLSP, trading at around 42 cents to 35 cents right now. This one has news on it as well. So maybe, who knows? Consolidating. I'll keep those on my secondary watch list over there. Don't like the cheap stocks. I don't typically do so well on them, so I try to stay clear of them. But if there isn't anything else, sometimes I will trade them. All right, so on my trading windows, I'm watching BSFC, KALA, CASI, and MLGO, with BSFC being the most obvious choice. Although, like I said, got to be careful here. It could be a little overextended. We did find a support down here at 280 in this consolidation zone here. Possible head and shoulders forming here. Candle ranges are, well, we're sitting at about, I'd say on an average of, I'll say 25 cents on the 5-minute candle ranges. That's what I use to set up stop loss parameters, about how far my stop will be from my entry. This one with much smaller candle ranges, $6 stock, 15-minute time frame. Okay, so we're tightening up. Yeah, this one really needs to see some more volume come into it. Got to get over 610. Okay, Cassie. I don't like how Cassie is selling off. If we lose 462 here, coming right down to it, This is going to be confirmation of an hourly downtrend with a lower high and a lower low. So showing some weakness here on Cassie. And MLGO pulling back to that daily support. I'm gonna actually get rid of that now. I'm gonna try to go off of the most recent price action. Okay, 3.5 minutes. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so I know it's a cheaper one, but I'm gonna go ahead and put FFIE up here instead of Cassie. I don't like Cassie. Okay, even though this is a cheaper stock, we'll see. I mean, it's a nice consolidation pattern here. It's trending up. I like that. And I do like that this one is consolidating. BSFC is consolidating before the open. I like to see that. We have a higher pre-market up at 345. That's your high. And FFIE have an ascending line. I like those. Two minutes to go. FFIE coming down to that line right now. And breaking through it. Okay, 15 seconds here till the market opens. I see BSFC already breaking out on us here. Possible head and shoulders, keeping that in mind. Looking for a 5-minute higher low. Here we go. I'm buying MLGO here, hoping we don't see a halt going down. like we did yesterday. Okay, by that little dip there. Got some wide spreads here on on a couple of these. Kayla has a little bit of a wide spread. Kind of hard to get the profit when I try to get it. Trying to get a little more of a bounce there. I bought that on the drop, but I think my fill wasn't very good. There we go. Okay. Some good trading this morning. Now the question is, should I stop here? I'm sitting up 125 points. So I'm at my daily goal and a little bit more. I'm thinking about stopping though, just calling it because, like I said, when I'm at my daily goal in the beginning of this challenge, I want to stop and take that profit, walk away and not give it back. Start out on a positive note, right? So build a cushion. But if you notice when I'm trading this, you can see the price ladders and I'm trading, watching the chart. And this is a good setup here. And here we go, breakthrough 650. Wow, look at that. I did buy the dip back down a little bit. I'll just go ahead and sell it. Puts me up 140 points. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to stop right there. One last trade on that, a quick scalp. And that's about probably going to do it for me. I don't want to get too crazy. So I didn't trade BSFC anymore just because of the fact that we're up at that daily level. We're extended up at the daily level and looking like we probably, like the stock needs to consolidate just a little bit. So that's why I stopped trading that one. This one, that was a big explosion up. It was okay, I thought, to take a scalp trade on it, but it looked like a volume climax to me, coming up to a daily resistance level. So I think I traded all 4 of these stocks today. We're going to take a look at those trades in just a second here. What I'm doing is loading up all the trades that I took. I downloaded them from the monitor tab in Thinkorswim, and this will show all of those trades. I don't know how many trades I took today. Let's look. So I 72 orders. That's not bad. Traded these stocks here. Let's take a look here. Okay, so on my trade review for today, BSFC is the leading gapper of the morning and on news, but looking extended, coming up to a daily level. I did trade it. I didn't take a trade on it first thing right here because it was, I like this consolidation coming into the open. But what I didn't like, and I don't know why charts are freezing up here. Okay. Anyways, what I didn't like is that it started breaking out beforehand. So that's why I was a little apprehensive on that one. I wanted to wait. But, I had this candle with this long upper red wick that broke through this resistance of 345, but couldn't hold, so closed down here. But as we started showing strength and moving back up, overtaking more than 50% of that candle, that's when I started jumping in it and taking small profits. I think I took some losses in through here, small losses, small wins. Kept buying this one here on the drop and finally got in at a good place. And then also got in down here off of this. There's a resistance that turned into support right here. And so I was buying off of that, selling, bought the next candle that pulled back, sold as we broke up into that daily resistance level. Didn't trade it again after that because honestly, if you look at the larger time frame, it looks to me like we need to pull back and consolidate after that big move up, and we're up against the daily resistance. So that was when I stopped trading that. KALA also gapping up in the morning, our second leading gapper. This one here, I needed to see, actually, I think it was a third leading gapper. But this one didn't have any volume, so I didn't trade it right away. I was just waiting. I had it up here just to kind of keep an eye on it. And after about 3-4 minutes, I look over and yeah, it's got some volume coming into it. It's not a lot, but it's good enough. And so we came up to this resistance level of 610. We had a red candle here that pulled back, and I tried to get in on the pullback, but I was too late. But anyways, I went and jumped in it, sold it up there. Yellow candles are my entries, pink candles are my exits. And then traded, looking at the price ladder, trying to buy the pullbacks, sell, to make profit. And then we had this big drop, and I was watching it for that drop. And the second it dropped, I hit the buy button a bunch of times down here. Sold a couple of those positions, didn't make much because the spread was pretty wide at that point. So then I held the rest and waited for the move up, and we got it, sold it up into here. Nice big breakout here. It was a pretty good, strong move up, and I waited for it to pull back, jumped in it right there, right around 650, and sold it up here for, about 10 cents. And that was that. I didn't want to trade that one again, because the amount of push and volume that we saw coming into that, it kind of looked like a volume climax candle coming up against the daily resistance level. So yeah, that was it. That got me to my daily goal. And I also traded FFIE, a cheaper penny stock. I don't like to trade these, but I did anyways, and ended up making a little bit of money, only $3 on this, which is 6 points or whatever. I just bought, it came down to the VWAP and had a nice big green candle here. So we got back over this ascending line that I drew. I drew it based on these 2 points here, and right towards the open, we dropped below it, but then we came back up above and closed above it. So I bought the pullback on that next candle and sold pretty quick as we started to move back up. And then I didn't really have any interest in that one again, but I did like the setup. That's the reason I was watching it, is because of the setup on the 5-minute. It looked like a potential equilibrium and possible continuation. Although you can see we didn't get that continuation. So there were shorts playing this. And as I'm looking, I'm seeing all these stocks are kind of dropping down, breaking down now. So I think I quit at the right time. MLGO, this is, this one's been pretty good up until recently. I mean, yesterday it halted down a couple times at the open. So I was a little scared, not scared, but just cautious about getting into this one. But we did come down to that line I drew, touching on the 1 minute time frame. I drew this line touching these 2 points right here. And so, I mean, you can see how powerful these lines are. Like, I know over here on FFIE, we broke below it, and I'm not saying these lines always hold up. There's no such thing as always in the stock market, 100%. But there are ways that you can trade if it does break down, like how this one closed back over the top and then back tested. That's a way that you could trade that. This one here, we came down to it right at the open, and I like that the best. Coming down to a ascending support on that first 1 minute candle, especially a fast move down to it where you can jump in it and then watch it bounce back up. That's what I did here. Took the profit pretty quick. This one had a spread on it. Of course, it's a $17 stock. You're going to see a spread on a stock like that. And so it made it difficult to make profit on it. I barely made profit. So I only made about 8 points on that one. And then I didn't trade that one again. And so I look at that big flush down. That's exactly what I was cautious about, although it didn't halt. And that's about it. KALH starting to move back up now. So we got a 5 minute higher low. Got a resistance up at 670 roughly. And this one here may give us something later. I don't know. We're down here at a critical support zone. I marked those out back here on, oh, actually I used the 5 minute. Mark the bottoms of these two candles on that consolidation. So I take a look here now at my profit tracker. I can put in 140.5 points today. Wow, phenomenal day, really nice. And you can see up above me there, my high of day. Well, that is my high of day. My low of day was 0. So once again, was not red on the day. High of day is 140.50. So I got 2 Mariposa candles on my profit chart. So it's a good start. I'm up 247 points now, averaging 123. My expected average is 50. So, you know, red days are coming. So that'll drop that average down. But it's nice to start small like this. And, you know, eventually as I move along, I'll maybe open it up a little bit, trade a little bit more, try to push it to maybe 200, 300 points if I can get that. Those big days really do help when we get momentum. So anyways, that is that. We'll take one more look here at the stocks, see if we see anything. On the scanners this morning, we have GOVX actually is hitting the scan. This is one that I decided I didn't want to trade, and look at it go. Yeah, so maybe I should have paid more attention to this one. Looks like this is the one. You know, we've got about a 75% move already this morning from the open. So yeah, that's pretty good. I wish I would have paid attention to GOVX. The reason why I didn't want to trade it, why was it? I don't exactly remember why. What did it look like pre-market? And there it goes, man. Taking off. I probably should have. Oh, well, no, this was the one that actually had the daily setup. I thought it might be a good daily setup because we're looking for a daily high or low. I just didn't really expect to see this. And coming up to that 200 moving average now. But wow, that's pretty cool. And remember, we were talking about it pre-market. It was that we had this resistance zone right here that we broke through, and now we were finding support. Yeah, I really should have paid attention to that. Mental note on that in the future. I think this one could have been a good winner. I mean, there was no big drops, you know. I mean, you're not talking about huge moves on this, but certainly could make some money on something like that. But I'm done for the day. Let's see. Is there anything else? RX. That one wasn't on my radar this morning. Kayla. Okay. All right. Looks like Cassie is now trying to break out. I was watching Cassie, but I didn't like how choppy it was on the larger time frames. If we look at the hourly, so it broke down below that hourly support, but the bulls bought the dip. That's kind of bullish. Maybe Cassie will end up seeing a big move here throughout the day. Got to get over that. came right up to it. Boom. So rejecting off of that line, gotta get over that. We've rejected off of it 1, 2, 3, now 4 times. So you get over that, and you might be talking about something cool there. I'd like to see a close over that level. All right, looks like KALA starting to turn around here. Found support down here in this open area where we opened, had this consolidation. There it goes, coming up through the high of day, up towards that resistance. Very nice. Uh-oh. Was my... Oh, this whole time I spent breaking down these stocks over here, and for some reason my screens aren't switching. Okay, I got a little problem with my screens. Well, I apologize for that. I'm not going to go through all that again. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Trade safe, trade smart. Bye, guys. I lied. What is going down here? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, here we go this time.